Because apparently there was a fucking map.
Yeah, literally.
There was a map the whole time.
That would have been nice to know.
About how long have we been walking around looking for this goddamn table?
15 minutes.
And there was a map the whole time.
I mean, let's face it, the only reason we found the College Republicans is because we were standing right next to them for 20 minutes before we started doing this. You know why I hate Journey?
Why do you hate
Journey? Because there are people that try to sing Journey, and no one can sing Journey, and no one understands that they can't sing Journey. So they just go when they do it.
Right.
Kids these days, you know, bunch of savages. How you doing, Mike?
Not too bad. How's it going with you?
Hey,
can't complain. Can't.
We were. Do you want to interview him real quick? Because he's in the fancy shit.
We could. You do look fancy, sir. As always, might I say.
Would you like? Can we interview the man in the fancy shit?
You may interview the man in the fancy.
All right, we're just gonna ask
it's
you.
It's a bunch of politically charged governmental questions.
And a couple of goofy questions, just for the sake.
What organization is this for?
It's for what is it? A blogumentary?
Blogumentary.
It's not for an org. We're just.
It's a people on the street kind of thing.
Right.
All right.
Okay. So, what do you think of universal health care?
Universal health care. The concept is great. I like the idea of it. The problem with anything is when it gets put into practice and everyone tries to get a piece of it.
Do you think it should be privatized, the corporations control it, or do you think it should be a government project?
Once again, it's a question of the lesser of two evils. I really think government will have the better run for the longer term, but privatization is the problem with healthcare as is right now. You know, when you privatize to individuals, for example, insurance companies, it just gets ridiculous, and everyone wants a piece.
Arguably, the rising of cost mostly comes from private HMOs. That's where a lot of health insurance costs come from. That and prescription drugs.
Yes.
Do you think we should extend the Bush tax cuts?
Wow, I didn't think you were gonna get this stuff.
Yeah, like right in the meat of it.
Yeah, jumping in. That's a tough question.
If you don't have an opinion, that's fine. We can just move on.
No, you have to have an opinion.
Even if your opinion
I don't think I have a strong enough opinion or enough information on that particular issue to make an educated.
Well, at least you say you don't have the information as opposed to, we were at the College Republicans earlier and we asked them a question and they didn't know how to answer it, so they just told us we're busy, leave.
Yeah, fair enough. No, I certainly accept that I don't know everything, but I also know that I can grow because of the fact that I don't know everything.
Right. Oh, that's admirable. I hope we don't turn this into a video bashing the College Republicans.
It was funny, but we probably shouldn't dwell on it too much. So let us just say for the record now that we're not bashing the College Republicans, because we do understand where they were coming from.
Yeah, well, we spent the last 15 minutes looking for them before they realized there was a map of this fucking place.
Wait, does that mean you're a Democrat? You don't know where you're going? We don't know where we're going, but we're getting there fast.
Where are we going and why are we in this handbasket?
Yes.
Alright, what do you think of the whole situation in the Middle East? We're withdrawing combat troops from everywhere. Do you think it's stable? Do you think it's finally about time? What do you think of all that?
I think it was about time shortly after 9/11, the incident itself. It was a knee-jerk reaction in my estimation. Everyone was pushing for action, and I really think that it's become a war about oil, almost solely. And although we try to extend democracy, theoretically we should have extended democracy as far as we could, and this is ideal. Once again, looks great on paper, but extended democracy as far as we could, and then let them run with it. And if they want it, they will continue with it, and if it fails, it fails. But we cannot push our ideals on everyone else and become the next Rome, because we all know what happened there.
What's your opinion on the overturning of Proposition 8 out in California? Do you think it's a huge step forward for gay marriage? Do you think there's still a long road ahead? Should it have even been overturned?
I think that it's a huge step for gay marriage. I'm very pleased personally, on a personal note, not that I'm homosexual, but I have a lot of friends who are homosexual, and I'm very pleased. I think it's a good step, not the only step, and there's certainly farther to go.
What are you doing to me?
Homophobia would probably be one of my greatest fears that's growing in the population. It certainly replaced racism in my mind.
I guess on that note, do you think racism is still a big deal? And this ties into things like illegal immigration, I guess first of all, should racism be a big concern for the government still today, or should that be a social concern? And second of all, what are your opinions on illegal immigration? How should we handle that, etc.? I know that's a lot, but take it.
Fair enough. I'll try and answer it in due process.
In due process?
Yeah. One step at a time. How's that? Better?
Okay, that's better.
More better to your language? Is this all right for you? You getting everything?
The magic of editing.
Oh, I'm keeping that shit in because that was funny.
That's good, yeah.
I think that the government has done as much as they can without basically telling everyone how to think and how to act. And even they've made some statements in that in bills that have been passed. So I think it's become a social issue for racism. Is it still a problem? Yes. Is it as strong of a problem? I don't think so. Certainly racism has changed, whereas before you could identify it was strictly one group versus another group. Now it's more like everybody versus everybody for themselves. And at the same time, there's a lot of progressive things out there. There's a lot more mixed marriages now than there were everywhere. The melting pot is, in my opinion, finally starting to grow and build and actually work as was originally designed. It just took 200 fucking years. I mean, 200 frickin' years.
This is YouTube. We can say whatever the fuck we want on YouTube.
Alright, never mind. Well, in that case, fuck yeah, let's get this show
going. Fuck the fucking fuckers. Okay, now that that's out of the way.
Fucking racism fucking sucks. Fuck racist pricks.
Okay, what about fucking immigration?
Alright, fucking immigration. Fuck the immigrant. No, I'm just no, I think, honestly, I have mixed issues about immigration. I think that harbinging is a bad word. Not a bad word, but probably the wrong word. I'm looking for this. Taking in those who are no longer desire to be in whatever country they are.
People who are looking for a better station in life.
Who are looking for a better life should come to our country. However, my biggest problem with immigration is outsourcing of jobs. It's very difficult as an American, even now. I'm looking for a job. I'm currently unemployed, and even though my job is as insecure as they come. I'm an actor, by the way. Hire me. Anyways, as insecure as they come, all jobs are becoming that insecure because now it's much cheaper to send every other job over wherever, and we as a society no longer want to do the menial work. We're all looking for the easy buck, and immigrants are willing to take those jobs that we no longer desire. Roofing, bricklaying, lawn care. I'm just picking major ones I can think of right now. But, you know, I worked as a sheet metal fabricator. It's not bad work. It's an honest day's work. And the fact that I think that America has gotten lazy enough that we've lost those jobs is a little frightening to me. And I suppose I have more of an issue with the people who deny those jobs than the immigrants who are taking them.
Do you think we should make it easier for people to immigrate to this country, especially from Mexico? And if we do that, they become citizens. Does it become socially acceptable for them to have those jobs that Americans now don't want?
I certainly think that immigration, I'm not sure if easier is the better word, but
more accessible maybe?
We are a country founded on immigrants, and we should remember that as we start thinking of denying people access. You know, our entire country, our entire foundation is based off of people who came here from somewhere else looking for a better life. And when we lose that, are we really the same people that we were? In that respect, why shouldn't we be allowed, or why shouldn't we allow other people from other countries to have jobs here and send jobs elsewhere? It's what makes the world go round, and it all comes down to the almighty dollar. I want it, you want it, Joe Schmo on the street wants it.
Actually, I think I can live without it. I'm a philosophy major.
Oh, well then you're fine. You're fine.
I'm gonna live in a cardboard box the rest of my damn life.
And then you'll probably expound about it.
Yeah. Is this a cardboard box?
Or is it really the palace of my life?